Mike, we were in our meetings and we saw that 14-0 Arkansas. Got excited there for a moment. Right, here it comes, and then LSU put the woodshed to them.
Osweiller comes out throwing. The defender falls down. And the catch, Steve Williams dropped to the ground. Rashad Ross made the catch, and somehow Williams got enough body contact to get him down, or that's a touchdown.
Yeah, and you know what? This is a result of Steve Williams just losing his footing. Rashad Ross goes up and makes the play. This is a big play, big throw down the field, and it's one of those you just got to get lucky. At the end of the day, you have to get lucky. And Arizona State needs some luck right now. Down 17-7, and with really nothing to play for, they can't afford to get down too much.
There's that option read, and Marshall bounces off a couple of tacklers, gets outside, and picks up about 9 yards.
Now, let me ask you something, Mike. You've seen a lot of football games, right? And we heard that Cameron Marshall was kind of banged up and not healthy. Does he
look pretty good, doesn't he?
That's what I'm thinking. Like the old rabbit saying, "Don't throw me in the briar patch."
Yeah. Well, the word was, don't be surprised if he doesn't play at all. Don't be surprised if he doesn't start because he's really banged up. But he's killing them. He has gone over 2,000 yards for his career, 8 carries, 46 yards tonight. And here's another one. If his ankle is hurt, they ought to go injure a couple other guys because he's running brilliantly.
Well, they don't have many to injure.
No, they don't.
We hear it from all teams. This time of the year, everyone has beat up players, and they've lost them. Arizona State certainly lost a lot of football players. It's the last 2 weeks, though, for Cameron Marshall. It's why you're suspect of his body. Only 81 yards in those last 2 games and has not been productive, certainly not like what he's doing right now.
Got a chance for 1,000 yards this season. Marshall again, this time on a straight handoff. But there's the speed of the inside linebacker, DJ Holt, the second leading tackler on this team. He diagnosed the play and just ran Marshall down.
And I like DJ Holt because he is an instinctive linebacker. When he sees the opportunity, he's going. Left guard pulls. You see 77, he's going across the face, Tello, and immediately alerted Holt. Fill the vacancy. Go to the ball carrier.
Osweiller faces 2nd and 11. Only a 3-man rush. They drop 8 in coverage, and they'll throw underneath to Middlebrooks, who takes a shot and goes down and leaves a 3rd and long situation, about 5 yards for the Sun Devils.
You know, continue on that thought about the injuries at Arizona State. They've had numbers of productive players go down for Dennis Erickson. And it's not really an excuse. It's a reality here at Arizona State. There's certain teams that just have an abundance of bad luck and big-time injuries, and the Sun Devils are one of them.
And they came into this season thinking they had built a lot of depth, and at the beginning of the season they had, but they just lost so many guys, the depth disappeared. Blitz coming, and somebody moved up front. May have been the center, Garth Gerhardt, Toby's younger brother.
False start, offense, number 52, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And it is Gerhardt, who was a star at Stanford as a running back.
Now, the penalties at Arizona State have always been a problem, and a lot of folks point to Erickson being responsible for that and not having the discipline on this football team. And at some point, the players have to take some of that responsibility on their own shoulders.
3rd and 10. Bad snap for Osweiller. Blitz, but they pick it up. Osweiller with the sideline. A beautiful pass and a beautiful catch by Mike Willie, but they said the ball hit the ground. He came up with the football. Great coverage by Anthony, but they'll rule it incomplete.
Well, this is almost a phenomenal catch. And the ball clearly hits the ground, but that had some mustard on it. That pass going to the outside.
That was a really good throw. It was a great effort by the wide receiver and great coverage in the secondary.
Yeah, and they're at this point here on the field here, you know, what is it? You know, perhaps a 10-yard punt. It is absolutely.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
As you try a field goal, it's almost 50 yards. So why not? 4-man rush, pressure coming. Osweiller throws, and he's got enough for the first down. Perfect strike to Ross. A young man who's just really starting to round into shape. Came out of junior college, and usually that's a big adjustment for kids.
All right, watch the double coverage here between these, the bracketing on Jarrell Robinson and the focus on what's going to take place there. You see how they're pinning him? Looking at Robinson, that opens up the single coverage over on the outside to the other side of the field. That's where the ball was supposed to go.
Nice throw by Osweiller to keep the drive alive. Now he's setting the formation and sends his favorite receiver, Jarrell Robinson, to the slot left. And they'll go on the ground with Marshall. And Trevor Guyton is right there to stop him.
Well, when you talk about this area of the field for Arizona State the last 3 weeks, they've not been good. 50% down here. And when you get in the red zone, you got not just 3 points, you need touchdowns. And you look at the number of points that they lost by as a result of that, getting in there and not having great success. First 8 games, 65%, down to 50% now.
And I don't think anything was more crushing to them than the loss to their arch rival.
72 on the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
That's Andrew Sampson, the right guard, who moved.
That's part of the red zone woes. Penalties will just knock you out.
Second down, call it 14 yards as we approach the end of the first quarter. Flip it out to Miles. Miles can't go anywhere as the Cal defense went against the spread. Anthony was in on the stop against Miles, could not turn the corner.
You know, it's a good hit on the backfield there, but Jamal Miles, very talented player. Cal's defense, they're thin at the outside linebacker spot, so they're going with 4 down linemen tonight in this ballgame. They'll have more athletic guys in open space to make plays.
End of the first quarter. Good quarter for Cal. They're up by 10. At the end of September, things could not have been better after Arizona State routed USC. 2 days before Halloween, the Sun Devils picked up their 4th conference victory in 5 tries. But how things have changed in November. 3 straight losses have changed the tone of the entire season. And then the coup de grace was delivered this afternoon when Utah expected to win easily against Colorado and give Arizona State a chance to get into the Pac-12 first playoff. Well, they didn't do their job. Utah, after a tremendous performance by Colorado, and that started the cascade to send UCLA to the championship in the South. Osweiller throws, man wide open, touchdown. Wide open Pflugrad. That is his 5th touchdown catch of the year, and Osweiller put it on the money.
Well, we highlighted as an impact player Aaron Pflugrad for a number of reasons. Most notably because the guy's a good, dependable football player.
Yes, he
Nothing
is.
flashy. I've enjoyed watching him throughout his career. A good, solid player. Having a nice night now on senior night.
Garut for the point after, knocks it through, and Arizona State has cut the lead to 3. Good ball game underway here in the desert on the night after Thanksgiving.
Make sure, senior smart guy, making sure he gets all kinds of feet in the end zone.